tight, 'cause I can't help the way that I feel. I just can't help the way that I feel. Deep in the night, you took my heart. Now danger's inside, 'cause I can't help the way that I feel. I just can't help the way that I feel. You make my love come down. Ooh, you make my love come down. You make my love come down. Ooh, you make my love come down. Ooh, you make my love come down. You make my love come down. Can't do without your tender. Oh, there's no way out. 'Cause I can't help the way that I feel. No, help the way that I feel. Your love has a force. Got me under your spell. So take me, I'm yours. And I can't help the way that I feel. I just can't help the way that I feel. You make my love come down. Ooh, you make my love come down. You make my love come down. Ooh, you make my love come down. You make my love come down. Ooh, you make my love come down. You make my love come down. Ooh, you make my love come down. Love come down. You make my love come down. Ooh, you make my love come down. You make my love come down. Ooh, you make my love come down. You make my love.
Hi, it's your boy, comedian Edwin Douglas, and you are on You Heard Me First Radio Talk Show. That's right, we're on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker. Of course, I am streaming all on the Robinlynne production. Yes, and before we go any further, let me bring in my radio family. First, my co-host, the one and only, Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben. And also, let me bring in our producer, and engineer, and special co-host for the evening, Robinlynne Mayben. How you doing, sweetie?
Let's go. Hi, everybody.
How you doing? All right. For those who
doing
wonder
well.
who she is, she's the one that technically taught this whole radio family to do what we do today. And now, let's bring in our guest. The song that you just heard, Love Comes Down. Please welcome the one and only R&B recording artist, Terrie Rimson. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Oh, we kind of surprised you by playing your song, huh?
It was like good to hear it, playing through the system. So yeah, anytime anybody plays that, it makes me smile because it's a feel good song, and we redid it from Evelyn Champagne King from 1982, which was her classic. So that song never goes old.
Yes, I think that was a good choice. But my first question I want to ask you: when you was a teenager, before you came out of high school, did you see yourself grabbing a mic and singing?
You know what? Yes, I do. I didn't think that I would be an R&B singer, though. Not at all. That was not even a thought when I got out of high school. When I got out of high school, I thought maybe that I would go into or continue, because I've always modeled and I would act when I was in high school. So I thought I would continue doing that modeling, acting, maybe with a little bit of singing. And if I did do any singing, it would be gospel probably. But, I did dab into a little R&B while in high school when I was in the pageants and the festivals. But I never thought that I would be an R&B artist. I thought maybe I would go more into the acting and the modeling.
Wow. Well, you have a beautiful voice, whether in gospel or R&B. And I believe that your gift is anointed. And God designed this beautiful voice of yours. My next question to you is, who do you look up to, or who you would love to do, get on the stage with? Someone that you looked up to.
Someone I looked up to, well, she's one of them. She's gone now. Well, two. That would be Aretha Franklin and Whitney Houston. They're gone now, and I really admire, their craft. I admire how they homed in on their craft. They took it serious. They had a passion for what they did, and I have the same type of attitude. I have a passion for what I do. They love people. So yeah, I look up to them, and I would have loved to have shared the stage with both of them.
Wow. Go ahead, Robin.
Wow, so many questions I have. Okay. Have you performed where you dream of performing yet?
Absolutely. I've always said that I wanted to.
And where is that?
Vegas. I always wanted to perform in Vegas, and then God opened up that door. Again, nobody but God did it. He opened up the door where I was able to perform at the Rio Hotel, and inside the Rio Hotel, there's a club called the 172. And God opened up that door, and I performed there more than once. And, that was a dream of mine, to be able to perform in Vegas, not knowing that God was going to open up that platform.
Wow. So what would you say to the person that was in that same spot that you were, not knowing but wanting to? Words of encouragement to that.
Words of encouragement? Mm-hmm. Look, man, really, it's basically you have to have faith. That's the bottom line. You have to have faith, and my faith is just like crazy. I live off of crazy faith. My dreams are very big. They're bigger than I can even imagine, and that's what God wants us to do. He wants us to think above and beyond all that we could think or ask according to the power that worketh within us. So, I believe that I was going to one day go into Vegas. What shocked me was that it happened so quickly. So I would, really encourage everybody to hold on to your faith. If you believe it, you don't allow anybody to detour you from believing and dreaming what you know that God can bring to pass. And so I held on to it. And a lot of times you can't share it. That's another thing. Whenever you have a vision and there's something that you want to conquer, you cannot share it with everybody. because everybody is not going to believe in the dream that you have. And, you know, we could talk about Joseph. You know, you just can't share your dream with everybody because people will try to ostracize you. They will try to kill you off. They will try to make you miss the dream or make you think you're crazy for the dream that you have. But one thing about me is when God shows it to me, I stand on it, I believe it, and I don't share it with everybody until it comes into full fruition and it's time for me to share it.
Amen. Uncle Ben. Terrie, I like the song that comedian Edwin Douglas played. What made you come up with this song, Love Come Down? Uncle Ben.
Okay, so that was 2017. So around that time, there was so much going on. There was police brutality, there was black on black crime, there was the LGBT community that wanted their rights. And so it was just a lot of confusion. And at that time, I was like, you know what? We just need to love one another, and we need a song that everybody can come together, dance off of, have a good time at block parties, at family reunions, or if you're just in the house with your family, you just want to have a good time because it was just everybody was all over the place. Everybody was mad at each other, fussing and fighting. I'm like, come on now. We need something that we could just put on that everybody can dance to. And so me and my team came up with Love Come Down. Because, again, Love Come Down is a classic. It never grows old. You have kids out here now doing, you know, the dances to it. They're still doing it, and the song is just still hot. So, hey, why not let me try it and put my little twist on it? And that's what we did. We put a little Terrie on it, and we tried to make it a little hotter. You know, although Evelyn Champagne King did a great job on it, I kind of wanted to put, you know, a little Terrie on it.
Uncle Ben. That's pretty cool. Uncle Ben. A lot of people don't know I used to do music. If I come in the studio with you, you think we can put a song together called Me and My Sugar Daddy? Uncle Ben.
I don't know about that.
Oh my goodness! Excuse me, Terry. Forgive me, Uncle Ben. He sometimes he loses. But if you don't mind, do you see yourself come up with a song called "Me and My Sugar Daddy"?
Hey, you know what? It will sell because you have a lot of women out there who do have sugar daddy. So hey, it's nothing wrong with writing a song about that because you have to write songs that are relatable. So I won't knock that idea because, you know, again, that's relatable. It's a lot of women out there who got sugar daddy.
I don't know how you.
Man, and around these parts, you know, a lot of women probably looking for some sugar daddies to help them take care of these bills because right now we going through this, you know, pandemic and you know, a lot of females need money and they feel like they need a sugar daddy to survive. I'm one that I don't need a sugar daddy to survive, but many women feel like they do need a sugar daddy. So I ain't gonna knock you. If it works for you, then hey, do you.
Make me love come down. Do you have a TV show?
Ma'am, I do. We kind of went on hiatus for a minute. It's called All About Terrie. It's called All About Terrie. You can find it on YouTube. And we were working on that. We did that for a couple of years. And I was doing gospel when I first started the show. I ended it on me doing this little transformation going from gospel to R&B. So that's where I ended the show. But it is my desire, great desire of mine, to be able to redo Terrie, All About Terrie. I don't know how I'm going to redo it. I'm still talking to the Lord about how I need to revamp it. It may come back a little different, but something's going to come back about All About Terrie. I don't know how, but we're going to bring it back. It was a great show. People enjoyed it, and I enjoyed doing it. So, yeah, I do. So you can find it on YouTube now, or you can go to my website, www.terrierimson.org, and you can just punch in All About Terrie, and then you can see how you can find some of the episodes that we did.
Wow. On this show here, a lot of time I asked a lot of my guests for the first time, tell all of us, if you don't mind, give us one of the trials and tribulations you may have gone through to make you become a better woman or better person that you are today.
One of the trials. Yeah, you're right. You got to get me, because we go through them all the time. Because the Bible says trials come to make us strong. So let me see here. Let me pull one out the hat. One of the major ones. I would say one of them would be me going through the transformation of knowing that I needed to do R&B, coming from gospel. Everybody didn't agree with it because of my church background, because of my pedigree. A lot of people didn't agree with it, but I knew what God was pushing me to do. And a lot of, people that are spiritually deep, they'll probably be like, well, God couldn't be pushing you to do no R&B. Well, now he was pushing me to do it. I'm happy that I did it. Of course, I got a lot of backlashes, but I was so set on doing what I did, and when I got the approval from God to go forth and do it, and then my husband was backing me 100%, then God started showing his hand, that his hand of approval was set on it because of the doors that was open, the people that I was meeting. I was able to minister to people still as a first lady, still as a woman of God, and I still do it now. I'm still encouraging people, praying for people, talking to them, interceding for them, even in doing R&B music. And, even when we first started this, you were saying how my voice is anointed. And believe it or not, with me doing R&B, people say that to me. They be like, oh, my God, you're so gifted, and, I could just hear that angelic sound. Now, one that's spiritually deep, they would be like, now, how can you hear God through all that? Hey, when you're anointed, that gift will never go anywhere. And then when you're doing it for the right reasons, God will always allow your gift to shine. And I just know God has called me for such a time as this to reach those that said that they would never go to church, those that were hurt from church. And what a better time now. There's a lot of people now that are not going to church, but they want to go to church. And if you notice right now with us going through this process that's going on and going through the shifting that's going on, a lot of the secular people are looking to God, but they're looking to God from people that are not judgmental, not trying to judge them, not trying to ostracize them. And who better to do it but Terrie Rimson?
Wow. Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. Okay. I don't even know if I could even ask a better question than that. Where can we find you in social media, Terrie?
Okay, well, you can find me on Facebook, of course, under Terrie, Terrie, Rimson, R-I-M as in Mary, S-O-N, or you can find me on Twitter, Sing Terrie Sing, or I love Instagram, that's Sing Terrie Sing as well, or again, you can go to my website, www.terrierimsonmusic.org. And my music, you can find that all over, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. It's on all digital outlets. And I would be very appreciative if you all would just go listen and support your girl.
Well, amazing.
Okay.
You have great work, and I listen to your music pretty much every day. And when I'm listening to your voice, I'm actually listening to the spirit inside of you. And I want you to keep this in mind. Uheardme First Radio Talk Show is a 1-hour platform that brings in real people that are going to tell their story. And your music itself speak and tell the whole story about who you are. And whatever you got coming up, whenever, we tell all our guests, this is your new home. I don't care if you're doing a tour or you need more promotion or you want to come in and talk with us. This is your new home. Uheardme First Radio Talk Show. Anytime.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
But anything else you want to say before you go? I mean, the mic is yours. Go right ahead.
Hey, yeah, I just need everybody to, if they have Spotify, to go to Spotify. Follow me on Spotify. Listen to the music on Spotify. If you prefer just to purchase it, you can do it that way too. Go to iTunes. Even check out some of my videos on YouTube. I did a video just recently, a few months back, called Sunset, and that is on my project, Sunset. And there's a video to that. And then there's also a video to Love Come Down. So they can find that on YouTube.
All right. Well, thank you. And by the way, when we take our next music break, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna play Sunset. Trust me.
Thank
You heard me?
Yay.
All right. You take
Thank
care.
you,
You stay out of
Terrie.
trouble. Keep yourself and your family masked up. Stay safe. We'll be talking to you real soon. Be very careful.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
You're very welcome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the lovely R&B artist, recording artist, Terrie Rimson. But we're going to take a quick music break. When we come back, we're going to do You Heard Me First update news. Don't you guys go away too far. You heard me?
Can we go downtown in my Range Rover, fall in October with your arms around my shoulder? Uptown, we get dressed out, preparing for sundown.
You ready?
You make me pass out. I'm made to settle down with my nervous breakdown. You make me wanna stay down, 'cause you're perfect, a moment that I won't forget. Baby, you're my sunset, wonderful, special, and tropical. Baby, you're my sunset, flaming and golden. You're my art in motion. Baby, you're my sunset. You got me paralyzed. Your love I can't deny. Baby, you're my sunset. You're my everything, and everything is perfect. We're not broken, natural healing, beautiful feeling. It's romantic. Love so steaming, temperature blazing. Oh, I hope that it showers on our worries from yesterday. And if you feel the wind blow, it might seem surprising, but don't let it throw you off. Baby, you're my sunset, wonderful, special, and tropical. Baby, you're my sunset, flaming and golden. You're my art in motion. Baby, you're my sunset. You got me paralyzed. Your love I can't deny. Baby, you're my sunset. You're my everything, and everything is perfect. Baby, you're my sunset, wonderful, special, and tropical. Baby, you're my sunset, flaming and golden. You're my art in motion. Baby, you're my sunset. You got me paralyzed. Your love I can't deny. Baby, you're my sunset. You're my everything, and everything is perfect.
All right, it's your boy, comedian Edwin Douglas, and you are on You Heard Me First Radio Talk Show. That's right, that was the lovely Terrie Rimson, the second song you just heard, Sunset. Robinlynne, how you doing? How you feeling about the interview that we just heard from Terrie
Man,
Rimson?
my love is still coming down. I need a minute, babe. You make my love. You make my love come down. Okay, I feel great. I feel awesome. I feel like calling her back and getting her on the phone again.
Oh, wow, amazing. She's very sweet. I can hear the spirit, her beautiful spirit, and
Yeah.
I can hear her life as she sings and as she was talking to us. Sound very sweet. But what I don't understand how Uncle Ben Uncle Ben came up with a question about Uncle Ben, Uncle Ben, Uncle Ben, Uncle Ben. I did used to sing. Well, ain't nobody said what you didn't used to do. We're talking about your question. Like, you're going to be able to go in the studio with her, and you think she's going to collaborate with your old behind and come up with a song, Me and My Sugar Daddy? Uncle Ben, but you don't know what I can do. Uncle Ben. Well,
you know you can't DJ.
Thank you. You beat me to it. Uncle Ben. It's going to be a rematch. It's going to be a rematch. I wasn't going to say nothing, but we're going to have a rematch one day. Uncle Ben.
Okay. All right. You can call it that.
I can see that. But, well, you know what time it is. Please give me that drum roll. That's right. It is time for You Heard Me First Update News. Well, a lot of things been going on during the pandemic, and I want to say this. A mayor in Atlanta, Georgia, received text, and people calling her the N-word, telling her to shut up and reopen Atlanta, Georgia. Wow. This, what I don't understand, America needs to understand that these people are dying every day. And no one knows how this COVID-19 or coronavirus really getting the best of a lot of our people who's dying. We're being told every day something different, something new. Well, before we got on the air, I got a phone call from one of my childhood friends about one of my good college buddies that his wife died a couple of days ago, and I just found out. I don't know if it's related to the coronavirus, but people, the stay-home command is real. So, people, please take this very seriously, okay? Don't get out there and think, try to rush things, because people are dying. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are dying. Robin, what do you think about knowing how? Now we're talking about racism, okay? What if the first thing came to your mind when you heard me say the mayor of Atlanta, Georgia, knowing that the state of Georgia has given the green light to open up some of the businesses, but she had came to a decision not to open up, and then all of a sudden she get the N-word through text because people want to hurry up and get back to work. What was the first thing that comes to your mind?
About that. It's always about the money, and when they can't control you and make you do what they want to do, the first thing that they want to do is cut you down and put you down. So they think by calling you a nigger. I think it's really sad. It's really infantile, really. And then it's a really sad state of that. Now this is an elected official, and white or black, this is an elected official. So the fact that people can even think that they can address an elected official in a derogatory manner, regardless of her race, and they did it more because she was a woman, more because she was black. Even though it was racial.
Well, let me read this. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms had received an outpouring of support after tweeting that she received a racist message while she was spending time with her daughter. The message texted to the mail was ugly, racial slur addressed to her. After stating the message came through while her daughter was standing over her shoulder, she added she will be praying for the person who sent her the ugly note. She added, quote, from Martin Luther King, freedom. So, with that being said, the title that she has as a mayor, she has to be strong. She was tested by the devil. She was tested by Satan, knowing that all of us are in this pandemic together. Okay? And so, yes, the word freedom means that people do have the right to say what they want to say, even though you know freedom of speech, that they are wrong while you're being attacked as you doing what is the right thing to do. Okay? And what she did was, I guarantee you, she listened to the Holy Spirit. It's going to get ugly, okay? It's going to get ugly. I mean, not only the state of Georgia, the state of Florida, the state of South Carolina also have been given the green light to open up their state. Well, my opinion, I feel like that it's too soon, too early. I'm out here in Dallas, Texas. There's a lot of people are hurting big time financially. Yes. There's people that who tested positive. There are people who dying. There's people who have died. And the biggest fight is, Uncle Ben and Robin, people is not believing that this is happening. We're talking about March, April, May, possibility June, possibility July, possibility August. Now, after the third month, it's going to get crazy. After the third month, it's going to get crazy. So,
anarchy.
So, what I like to say at this moment, that everybody, including the churches, last week I spoke on the church, but this time I'm talking to everybody who has a platform, radio, television, podcast, streaming. The mic is right there in front of you. A lot of you get on Facebook Live, Instagram Live. It's okay to entertain your followers, your listeners, and your Facebook friends. But I need everybody to listen to me. This is comedian Edwin Douglas, okay? The only way that this is going to get better, we need to make sure that our people, our family, our friends, our co-workers register to vote. The only way we can defeat this pandemic and the President of the United States of America named Donald J. Trump, who's in the White House, would need to make sure that we get all American citizens to register to vote so they can vote when it comes to voting time in November. Listen to me, Pastor, Bishop. I understand you're trying to go to the church on Sunday and Wednesday and encourage the people in your congregation with the word. But what you need to do in the last 30 seconds and 1 minute, if you want tithes and often continue to be in the church building, then you have to educate, motivate your congregation to register to vote, whether they're young or old. You got that van sitting in the back of the church building. Get that van ready and loaded so they can be ready to vote. Yes, fraternity, sorority, all my 9 divine brothers and sisters. Yes, we need to make a difference. I see y'all on Facebook, live, singing, dancing. It's all good. But you need to open your mouth and let's say this together. We're in this together, then we need to vote together. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but I am going to say the only way that we get America back the way it is for freedom is to get people to register to vote and go to the poll and vote. That's what I got to say. The only way that this country is going to get back on track, we got to vote and put the right leader in the White House so all of us could have our lives back. Vote matters. Living matters. Love matters. Jesus Christ matters. I don't think God intended for this many people, thousands and hundreds of thousands, to lose their lives behind a person or individual or group of investors, wealthy people, to control the economic and destroy the economy. I don't think God wants that, because this is your life, your voice, your opinion, and you have every right to change and make a difference because you are American citizen. Rob, what you got to say?
I just have to say, on behalf of Robinlynne Productions, I am streaming Uheardme First Radio Talk Show and Vibes Live Radio. Vote 2020. America, vote 2020. That's all.
Well, I didn't mean to be rough, but what I intend to do is to motivate. And anyone who's listening and think that I am being tough on what is going on, you're wrong. My job is I am the promoter of the blessing business. And when God gave me this platform, it is to promote what's going on. God gave me this platform to let people know that we have freedom of speech. And since a lot of other platforms are not allowed to speak on politicians or not allowed to make a difference, well, guess what? You tune in, you heard my first radio talk show, you can say what you want to say. You call me to be on the show, you can say what you want to say. I'll tell you one thing, for those who's listening, and I don't care if you black, Caucasian, Hispanic, Malaysian, Asian, I don't care. If you feel totally against what I said, inbox me on Facebook, Comedian Edwin Douglas, LinkedIn, Comedian Edwin Douglas. Inbox me, you heard me, Edwin Douglas. I ain't scared, you heard me? Because God already told me what this platform was given to me to make a difference in people's lives and give them opportunity to be exposed and revealed what He ordained inside of all of us the day we were born. Well, before we go, I'm going to let Uncle Ben say what he needs to say, and then we're going to let Robinlynne give her another opportunity to say what you want to say, and then we're going to leave here on the after party. Ain't nobody say it, because my responsibility is to motivate. I'm going to show you how this after party going to close. Go ahead, Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben. Man, you need to be the next politician, because I think you can change the game. Uncle Ben. I like what you said, boy. Get on down, boy. You should have motivated me when it's time to do that DJ battle between me and Robinlynne. Maybe I would have beat her. Uncle Ben.
Yeah, good luck with that, Uncle Ben.
Oh,
I'm for y'all.
Don't forget that we're always on demand on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker. Also, I am streaming, and of course, you can always Google us on YouTube and also on the Robinlynne production. Robinlynne, anything you need to say before we go? Because we got an after party to go to.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Hilltop Radio, DJ Sean, hello, and to the very legendary and still very much alive and with us, Cheryl the Pearl, from Sequence. Yeah. Peace, love, and blessings, y'all. Yeah.
All right.
Stay safe. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. I'm sorry. God
No,
bless
you're good. You tell me right. I told you the one to say on this show here, like she said,
wash your hands.
There you go. Say it. Don't be scared. You heard me? Until next time, this is your boy, comedian Edwin Douglas. Peace and may God bless you. We're going to the after party, y'all.
And you don't stop, keep it on, keep it on, keep it on. You don't stop, keep it on, keep it on. Where the party at?
After the party, let's take a little time and talk about it. What's going through your mind? It be shaking. Ooh, it looks so right. I wanna ride. See, I would be lying if I ain't tell you. It made me wanna flip and you can't tell me. You ain't feeling nothing, girl, it's our chemistry. Like icing on a cake. I hope you stay so we can do our thing after the party. You ain't gotta stop. Baby, do your thing. Don't stop. The music drops. Rock with me. Get on top. You can take it off. What's it gonna be? Don't you want the after party?
After the party, let's go somewhere and finish what we started. 'Cause right from the beginning, I was on it. I know you felt these vibes, you know I felt you rise. So why don't we slide above the dance floor? You and me, 'cause I wanna know just how deep does your loving go? So tell your boys goodnight, 'cause we're gonna ride after the party. You ain't gotta stop. Baby, do your thing. Don't stop. The music drops. Rock with me. On top. You can take it off. What's it gonna be?
Don't you want the after party? Don't stop.
You ain't gotta stop. Baby, do your thing.
If the music drops, rock with me.
You can take it off.
What's it gonna be?
Don't you want the after party? Sweet baby, come with me.
Come with me. Oh.
Don't go back, baby, wanna get inside.
Baby, do your thing.
The music drops.
Rock with me. What's it gonna be?
Tell me, baby.
Don't stop till you get it. Stop, baby, do your thing. Don't stop. Oh no, rock with me.
Rockin' to you.
Oh baby,
Don't you want the after party?
you ain't gotta stop, no. Rock with me. What's it gonna be?
It's been another great episode on You Heard Me First Radio Talk Show. Until next time, peace and may God bless you.